Hey guys, Crew of Blind Wave. I'm Eric.
I'm Calvin.
Calvin, it's time for Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones. Again?
Again, yeah.
Still.
But usually when you say that kind of stuff, you're like, oh, Game of Thrones again? It's like, no, it's again, yes.
Yeah, I literally almost get nauseous.
Yeah.
When it comes time to watch these.
There have been conspiracy theories on our comments saying that there's no way Calvin is stopping watching. He's going home watching, then he's acting like he's not doing it.
It's a struggle, believe me.
I know.
It is a struggle to stop watching.
It
but
is. But the struggle will be defeated today because we are watching a whole nother episode of Game of Thrones. This is episode 2 of season 3. This is called Dark Wings, Dark Words.
Dark Wings,
Mm-hmm.
Dark Words.
As in, you get a raven and it has bad news. Kind of like that.
Gotcha. I was going with dragons with that.
Yeah.
Because I don't like birds. I don't even like thinking about them.
I know you don't like birds. You confuse everybody whenever you say you don't like birds. But I'm just going to stop explaining why.
Yeah,
and
just let it be an in-joke.
He just does. Yep. So, Calvin, last time on Game of Thrones, we had a whole lot of stuff happening. We had Jon meet Mance Rayder, the king beyond the wall. He did say, get him a different cloak or something like that, so he's kind of accepted him already.
Yeah, get him some different colors.
Got to get you a different cloak.
Yeah.
Yep. Arya, last time we saw Arya, she could not go with Jaqen because she needed to find her mother, her brother, and even her sister.
But Jaqen, though.
I know.
Jaqen Hagar.
He has...
Faceless man.
Yes, and...
So badass.
He has changed his face and walked out of our story.
Yeah.
As of right now. Maybe we'll see him. Maybe
she has a phrase.
She does have a phrase every day. Yeah, we'll see what happens. We got a lot of stuff to go through. Bran, Rickon, Hodor, and Osha. Last we saw them, they were walking away from Winterfell because they had been destroyed.
Yeah.
So we'll probably see them again this episode because I don't think we saw them last episode. We had also met Barris and Selmy.
Yes.
Who has joined Dany's Queensguard. I know, that's amazing.
That's so cool. He's so honorable.
He is very honorable.
He's like, I don't know, what you would imagine like Ian McKellen in real life. He's just so English and so honorable.
Yeah. I'd imagine, yes, just far more gay.
I mean...
Ian McKellen has a reputation of being a little bit of a queen, but there's nothing wrong with that.
Maybe Patrick Stewart.
Huh?
Maybe Patrick Stewart. They're very good friends.
Very good friends.
And I don't think he's gay.
They're very good friends.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No.
North of the wall also, Sam and the rest of what's left of the Night's Watch is trying to desperately get back to the wall. Tyrion has been replaced by Tywin, or I guess Tywin's taken his rightful place as the King's Hand, which I don't have my little thing.
It's over there on the shelf.
Ow, it stabbed me.
Don't stab yourself.
That's all happening. Bronn has been knighted as Bronn of the Blackwater.
Yeah.
Marjorie Tyrell has been showing Joffrey the ways of the niceness and the charity and all that stuff. I'm sure it will get to him, and he will become a very good person. A good king.
No.
Probably not.
No.
And
he's going to resent it.
Yes.
I'm sure.
Yes. And Robb has married... And he's now in Harrenhal, where he has discovered that the mountain left 200 Northmen dead, pretty much, except for one guy
one dude
that you thought was a Meister.
No, he just had a weird thing on his clasp on his robe.
And he did say his name was Qyburn. And then the last thing we have is Jaime and Brienne of Tarth.
Yeah, still
making their way south.
And her hacking up some dudes.
She did do that. Starkmen.
She's
not loyal to the Starks.
No.
She's
they
loyal to
weren't
Lady
exactly
Stark.
nice.
They were not nice men.
No.
There are heroes and villains on both sides.
True.
So, let's find out what's going to be happening this week. Let's watch it!
Man, he's older.
He's also walking.
Yeah. Well, I see that. Jogging, technically.
Yeah.
Don't think too much, Bran.
Oh, his brothers.
Relax your bow arm.
It's so cool to see them together in a scene.
Yeah.
And which one of you was a marksman at 10?
She's making a weapon.
Mm-hmm. While crouching.
Who told you that?
Pardon me, Your Grace.
He's always walking in on them.
Northern water. It's cold.
You were saying that he deserved it, right?
I know! He does! Doesn't make it any more uncomfortable on screen.
Yeah.
Not true about Renly. His proclivities were the worst kept secret at court. It's a shame the throne isn't made out of cocks. They'd have never got him off it.
Shut your mouth.
Don't blame him. And don't blame you either. Don't get the juice who we love.
He's being honest, actually.
For once.
Yeah.
We're not doing it. He's an innocent man.
More innocent than Eddie Stark's daughters.
Wow. He's trying to mess with her.
No. I mean, he's right, though. I mean, what if he told someone?
Yeah,
Her mission
he's
is to
right.
get him back and take the daughters back.
So pale.
Mm-hmm.
Never goes outside. I'm one to talk, though.
You go outside plenty.
Still don't tan.
Yeah.
You need to ask yourself what
I don't need to do anything.
That grass that she has is slipping away.
Yeah.
And he was brave and gentle, Grandmother. Father liked him, and so did Loris.
Loris is young and very good at knocking men off horses with a stick. That does not make him wise. Are you going to bring the food, or do you mean to starve us to death? Here, Sansa. Come sit with me.
What?
Huh?
What?
Much less boring.
I'm not gonna say it.
You like her?
It's refreshing. It's very refreshing.
Bring me some cheese.
The cheese will be served after the cakes, my lady.
The cheese will be served when I want it served, and I want it served now. Speak freely, child. We would never betray your confidence, I swear it.
She hasn't been able to speak freely for a long time.
He's a monster.
Ah. That's a pity. Ah, here comes
They don't
my
seem
cheese.
very scared.
Seems like it's just as they expected.
Yeah, speak my mind, Your Grace.
Have you not been speaking your mind, Lord Carsark?
I think you lost this war. The day you married her.
He's compromised his principles.
Shouldn't be long now.
What's wrong with him?
He's a warg. He can enter the mind of animals, see through their eyes. He's scouting for us.
But you've never met a warg.
Bran.
Yeah.
What did you see?
Is he the wonky-eyed pirate? Okay.
Tali, I forbid you to die. Do you hear me?
Why should the rest of us go?
Russ, you're responsible for him.
What am I supposed to do?
Make sure he gets back alive. If he doesn't, you don't.
Ooh.
I love Mormon.
One good thing about being a crow, you can just make whatever law you want, and it's... She's crouched.
I know. All the time.
Keeps a low profile.
Yeah. She's still crouching.
This is a very angry dog.
It's a very unafraid kid.
You must be Summer.
But now the rain we pour is home with no one there.
Singing the Lannister song.
Leave us be. I won't kill you.
Generous.
Who are you?
Thoros of Myr. And the fella here with the bow is Andai.
No, who do you fight for?
The Brotherhood without banners. The Lords of Westeros want to burn the countryside. We're trying to save it. Now, come on. Here's the thing, fat boy. When I'm done talking, that arrow's falling down on your fat head. So I advise you move, because I'm done talking.
The man's good.
Yeah.
Half the country's starving, and look at this one. Maybe it's the reason half the country's starving.
Playing with that stupid crossbow again.
Mm-hmm.
I imagine it must be so exciting to squeeze your finger here and watch something die over there.
She knows what gets him off.
Could you kill something?
I don't know, Your Grace. Do you think I could?
Yes.
Would you like to watch me?
Yes.
Tell us the truth. What are you doing?
Bag.
The sister sent me.
Rickon, stay with us. It's all right. The walls will protect him.
He's learning.
Mm-hmm.
Some people will always need help. That doesn't mean they're not worth helping.
Your father is Howland Reed. Saved my father's life during the rebellion.
Father told you about the rebellion. Mine never did. I saw that too.
How does one manage to subdue such an uncommonly large person?
One waits for him to drink until he passes out.
Recognize the armor.
So does she.
Girl! What in seven hells are you doing with the Stark bitch?
He complicates things.
A little bit.
Oh, I need to rest.
Get up.
Have these
Really?
on your feet when you walk too far. What's it called?
Up.
Now he finally gets to know how good she is. And his hands are bound.
He's confident though.
Yeah.
Flayed man of House Bolton. Bit gruesome for my taste.
You sure he's the one?
That's him, all right. I saw him fight at the tourney for Sir Willem Frey's wedding.
He was right.
Yeah. She's gonna have to kill a lot of guys if she wants to keep a hold of him.
Do you think that she'll kill them all?
I mean, I think that Jaime will have a few of them.
Maybe, yeah. We'll see. We'll see. It was Bolton's men. We can tell because of the flayed man X.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they have
Theon.
Yeah. The Bolton men that Rhys Bolton sent to Winterfell.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure his son was involved in that somehow.
But
Theon's getting his.
He definitely is. He's getting what you wanted to happen.
He's getting what he deserves.
He is. The sword fight at the end there. That's probably my least favorite sword fight from this show.
Really?
I didn't really like it. I like the characters and I like the tension, the drama.
Yeah.
I felt like it was very slow. Maybe it was just the shooting of it and the editing.
I mean,
I feel like
he did have like actual shackles on.
Absolutely, yes. I know. I'm just saying, like, I just felt like the fight between Eddard and Jaime in the first season was slightly better. Well, definitely better choreographed, but performed a lot quicker, or at least edited quicker. I just felt like some of the tension of seeing these two great fighters fight for the first time was robbed because I wasn't very impressed with the choreography.
Yeah, I can see that.
You know what I'm saying? And
it definitely seemed like Jaime tired a lot easier than he should.
Well,
have.
and he should though, because he has
weight on his wrists, and he's been in captivity for like a year.
Yes, but I mean, and I know that people are probably tired of me talking like this, but choreography needs to tell a story, regardless of lines
of what's going
or anything going on. You need to see with every move that's done that this is a superior fighter that is bogged down with shackles and with time and all that stuff. But you also need to show that Brienne, not only does she seem to beat him at this point, because it looks like she does.
Yeah, he was like exhausted. Yeah. He fell to the ground.
But you need to show that the reason she's doing that is what are her advantages. It's that she's a very patient person, but she is a very angry person too. And you gotta be able
very angry.
You gotta be able to show that in a fighting style. Yeah. I don't feel like they've done that very well with this fight, but that's just my small criticism because I still love the episode.
He did say that you should probably not grimace before you attack.
Yeah.
It shows your hand.
Yep.
But yeah, I get what you're saying.
Yeah. And the little sequence they had where the blades were stuck together and they were going back and forth, you know?
Yeah.
It's pretty rare that happens when you're standing that far away from each other. Usually that happens whenever you're
like shoulder to shoulder
inside
basically.
Somebody's range, you know? But it's a common sword trope, you know?
Yeah.
So you can let that kind of stuff go. But I did like the scene overall, and whenever the Bolton's men came, it's like, well, whenever, like, does he think that he lost? Did he really think that he lost to Brienne? Or did he think that he was interrupted?
He probably feels that he was interrupted. Someone with his
ego.
With his ego. I'm sure he feels he was interrupted.
Yeah.
And that he can't get a fair fight.
Mm-hmm. Yep. What are some things you got?
The Boy in the Dream.
Jojen
Reed.
Jojen. He talked about having the sight, and he also talked about how Bran also has the sight and the ability
that they are
to
both wargs.
Yes.
Which it sounded like from up north when Jon Snow was looking at that warg.
Yes.
That he could just look through the eyes, and that he was just scouting.
Mm-hmm.
But not that he was actually controlling the bird of prey while it was flying around and looking through its eyes.
Possibly.
Maybe there's a different level of warginess.
Yeah.
I don't know. Ability in controlling animals.
So, I mean, we've seen before that Bran goes along the ride with Summer, you know?
Yeah.
And then, I mean, yeah, you're right. Like, he does say, like, does he say that he can control it, though? Maybe if you're a weaker or you're just learning, you kind of just go along for the ride.
Yeah.
Or possibly you can share consciousness, or you can take over.
I mean, from what Bran was saying before when he was talking to, I forget who he was talking to, but he was saying that he could smell things, he could feel things, he could hear things.
Yeah.
And it was him.
Yeah.
But then when
he's
he looked in the pool,
over his wolf.
It was the wolf.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, does that mean that we just don't know if that guy is actually controlling, or does it mean that there's something special about Bran that he's more powerful?
I mean,
because
judging from the fact that he's a Stark, we can assume that he's more powerful.
Yeah,
but
we know that the Starks are from the First Men.
Yeah,
they're a very old family, and those are very old powers. But once again, since the dragons have returned,
all bets are off.
Magic is starting to happen. So we'll see. Did
that sight happen when?
I was gonna say season 1 happened before the dragons, didn't it?
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
But it certainly seemed to get more vivid.
Yes.
With the dragons and the meteor.
Yeah. And Jojen seems very interested in Bran, saying that he's the thing that
he's the most important thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, we'll have to just keep watching that thread as it goes. We met Marjorie Tyrell's grandmother, Lady Olenna, also known as the Queen of Thorns.
Every rose has its thorn.
Yes, she is from Highgarden.
That is hilarious.
The Tyrells, which their sigil is a rose, so
yeah.
every rose has its thorn. And you like her. You want her to die.
No, I don't want her to die.
That's what happens to people you like. Quit doing that.
I didn't say I liked her. You said I liked her, and I said it's refreshing.
Refreshing. Yes.
She's a very refreshing character.
Okay.
But I did not say that I liked her.
Marjorie and her seemed, when they heard that Joffrey was a monster and a terrible person, to be like, okay. They didn't really seem too worried.
No.
Marjorie's scene with Joffrey, she seemed pretty confident and was playing at what he's into.
Yeah.
You know?
Definitely.
Definitely.
I think she was trying to get a feel to know what play to use.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she kept adapting her strategy, because at first she was trying to make him feel bad. Like, he sodomized me, and he didn't seem to care. He's like, I'll make that stuff illegal.
Yeah.
But not like for you, but because it grosses me out.
Yeah.
She started seeing, and then when he started talking about his bow and how much he likes and how fun he thought it was, she realized, well, this kid likes killing.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm going to make that part, I'm going to put myself as part of that. Would you like me to kill something?
Would you like to watch me kill something? You could tell
that that's what gets him off, you know? Which is just gross.
Yeah,
but
it's terrible.
She wants to be the queen, and she's playing the game very well.
Yeah. Well,
if she can get the king to like her like that, and the people to like her like that, that's power.
That is power.
Yep.
Yeah, she's playing the game. She's playing the king. King is the game.
Mm-hmm.
King does not have game, though.
Yes. No. We met Thoros of Myr today.
Yes.
He is with the Brotherhood.
The fuck are you doing here?
Thoros of Myr. He's with the Brotherhood Without Banners that we've heard before.
Yeah.
We have heard the name Thoros of Myr before. Back in Season 1, where Jaime was talking with one of Eddard's captains of his men. He was talking to Jaime about how they both were in the same battle of Pike whenever Theon's father rebelled the first time. And that's when they took Theon after the battle, you know? Thoros of Myr was one of the fighters there for King Robert, and they talked about how he stormed in with his fiery sword. And what they're referring to is that Thoros of Myr liked to dip his sword in wildfire, light it on fire, and then attack people.
Holy shit.
And he's also known as being a huge drunk.
Okay.
But this Thoros of Myr that we've seen here seems a lot more confident. He doesn't seem... I mean, he still drinks. He likes to drink.
He likes to drink.
But he doesn't seem so wild and crazy. He seems to be a little bit more focused, and he's helping people. And as you pointed out, he's draped in red.
Shoot. What's her name? It's not Cassandra.
Melisandre?
Melisandre.
Yeah, she also wears red. Thoros, who wears red, and we know that Melisandre is obsessed with fire, and he also kind of has some
dipping his sword in wildfire. That's pretty loving fire.
Yeah. So
I bet that wouldn't make the Hound very happy.
I don't think so, would it?
That would probably freak him out.
Yeah.
That would be terrible.
Fuck the king. That was one of the funniest reactions. When I was editing it, and he's like, fuck the gate, fuck the city, fuck the king. And you go, man, he does not like fire.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that was Thoros of Myr and the Brotherhood Without Banners. So he wouldn't be loyal to Lannisters, so it's not Lannister red, because he has no banner to be loyal to. So maybe we'll learn a little bit more about the Brotherhood this year.
Yeah.
So
is there going to be a sixth king? There better not be. I'm going to give up.
They have no banners. A king has to have a banner.
A general, then. Are they just a whole bunch of band of thieves and stuff, and they're
the merry men.
They're merry men.
They're merry men.
Well, the Lannisters are going after them like they're thieves.
Yes, they are. I would say anybody the Lannisters are going after, we might like.
Don't say that! They'll die! Gendry and them might be in some hot water now.
Yeah, well, yes. I mean,
I think it's going to change. It's going to change their situation, but maybe not be bad.
Yeah.
They seem like stand-up guys. They seem like they're definitely fighting the bad guys.
Yeah, the Lords of Westeros who don't give a shit about the common people.
Yeah.
And those guys, most of them are knights. I mean, knights were sworn under an oath to protect the weak and the innocent, you know?
Yeah.
And most knights and soldiers are just going to be following the Lords of Westeros.
Just because they're sworn to as well.
Because they're sworn to. But some of them have renounced their lords and joined this Brotherhood because they care more about the common folk, which we don't get a whole lot of representation.
Don't get a whole lot of common folk unless it's Marjorie.
Well, where Marjorie seems to be, you can kind of tell that she is using them. The Brotherhood without banners, I don't feel, are using the common folk. They actually are caring and fighting for them.
Yeah. I wasn't saying that they're just they're making them happy.
I'm just saying it's fun and refreshing, to use your word, to find a group of people that care about others.
Yeah, they're selfless.
Yeah. Now, I mean, you could say Robb and the Starks are kind of like that, but the Starks tend to care about the Starks.
Yeah.
The reason he went to take care of their own. The reason he went to war is because of his father. The reason Catelyn has done the things she's done was because of her kids, you know? It's nice to see a group of guys that are doing stuff not for a family, not for a liege lord or a wall or anything like that. But for what seems to be good.
Yeah.
Which I always find to be a welcome.
It's interesting that, not for a wall or a liege lord or anything like that, but the king north of the wall is kind of doing that.
He's kind of doing the same thing.
Saving his people. Now, that also entails having to kill people who are trying to stop them coming south of the wall.
Yeah.
But they're trying to survive.
Yeah. It's a very interesting comparison because what's the difference between a Northman and a wildling? Where you were born, what side of the wall this was, really, is the only difference. They're descended from the same people. You know?
It's just
one person's on the wrong side of the wall.
Yeah. They got stuck and the others got rich.
Yeah. It kind of reminds me of illegal immigration problems we have in the United States a little bit.
Yeah.
Where people are just trying to escape to a better place, you know?
Yeah, I get you.
Yep. Okay. All right. Well, let's keep politics out of Game of Thrones.
Yes.
Even though Game of Thrones is pretty much only about politics, just fake ones. And those are the ones we like to watch.
Yeah. Because we can distance ourselves from them and not have to worry.
Go away, reality.
I mean, we do still worry about Game of Thrones politics. How can you not?
Yes.
But still.
But we hide from the confusion and corruption of our own politics for fake ones so we don't have to deal with real stuff.
All too much.
Yep. Welcome to nerd culture. All right, guys, that is everything for Game of Thrones today. But make sure you're coming back tomorrow for episode 3, The Walk of Punishment. That one is called.
The Walk of Punishment. I hope that's Theon's walk on his busted up foot. Fuck that guy.
Man, you do not like Theon. You said you liked him before, too. You've really changed on there.
That was before.
Yep.
Remember how I said I kind of liked King Joffrey? Prince Joffrey?
Prince Joffrey at the time. Yes.
At the time, that was
everybody
before.
in the comments were like laughing at you like, this guy!
Now, if you still don't believe that I haven't seen them, you can go back and say, or see me say that I kind of liked Prince Joffrey.
He's a smart boy.
He's a smart boy. He'll come around, I hope.
I was just like, yeah, I guess he's smart.
I mean...
I'm Eric.
I'm Calvin.
We'll see you guys tomorrow. Calvin, hit the button.